All right, here we are.
Are we live?
Lisa's upset to be here.
Yay.
She says she should be going out for her run right now.
Stop. That's between us.
No, you can't say anything between us. It's all public. We live public lives. No, I'm just joking. How's everybody doing? You know what? I'm going to start this off by talking about a really cool conversation that I had with someone today that I can't talk about.
Oh, that one. It took me a minute. I was like, who is this person? And then I remember because you ran to tell me. Yes.
Thank you, Curtis Crump. Sound and video good. Appreciate that.
You can't.
I can't say what it is, but I can say this.
Okay.
I had a conversation with my rep from Fluval today, and he told me about a possible, but it's actually going to happen, new product that I am really excited about.
He is very excited about it, trust me.
It's very exciting. It is not what y'all can guess as many times as you want. You're not going to guess what this is unless you already know what the product is, but it's not an FX7. It's not, 500 series filters or whatever. No, 8 series is what it would be. 4.0 light coming soon. Yeah, that is not top secret. That is definitely coming soon. And that's one of the things that him and I talked about. One of the reasons why we talked. And that will be also coming into KG Tropical's inventory. And I don't mean we're going to be putting those on these tanks, which we will be eventually. I mean, we'll be selling the 4.0 on our website. Very excited about that. But that's not what this is. That's not what this exciting thing is. I can't talk about what this exciting thing is.
That's so unfair.
Well, I know, but, it's unfair for him to tell me about it, get me all excited.
And then say, don't you tell nobody.
Not be able to actually see it. Like, he's done that to me before, and he's been like, we have this great new product, and it's really cool, and it's going to change everything. And, oh, by the way, we have one on its way to you right now. It's like, okay, cool. This one is like, yeah, someday. But I can tell everybody this. It is an expensive product. It's a high-end product. I mean, that's what Fluval is. In fact, I even told him that today. I said, I've always told people, Fluval is the Apple of the aquarium industry. Right. And he got a little quiet. Like, it's not like he's the owner of Fluval, but I don't know. I don't know if he liked me saying that, but
well, it does remind me of Apple as far as the Fluval. The numbers go up every single time, just like Apple does.
That's
but then
true.
You know what, others do too. But Apple, I think it's the highest number anymore.
But I don't.
It's
when
like
I
Apple
say
25 now, right?
I think it's going to be 17.
Jeez.
But that's not what I mean when I say they're the Apple. What I'm saying is like being high end and having like their stuff just feels different. It feels more substantial. Their lights feel like if Apple was to make a light, that's what it would be, And their products last forever. Sean is talking about FX6 been running for 10 years. Yeah, I mean, I've got one that's 12 years old. I could fire it up right now and it would work perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But this product that I'm talking about is something that I definitely want to get for a few. Well, I can think of 4 tanks, but it's not going to be for everyone because it's expensive. I'm trying not to sneeze is what I'm trying to do.
Oh gosh, that's bad.
I got to do it.
We say the really bad words too, both of us.
I can't do what I normally do. I usually curse loudly and say the worst words that you could ever imagine when I sneeze because it's my least favorite thing on the planet to do.
And you rub that off on me. I'll be like,
I know.
Mother.
Yep. She does it too now.
Dang it.
But I'm I'm really excited about this product. I'm sure there's others that have done this, but it's something nobody said bless you. You see the world we live in now? Nobody.
It's probably a delay.
Well, that's true. Maybe
Bless you.
it
was a delay.
Maybe it just hasn't caught up to us yet. But this is well. Listen, I'm gonna. Okay, I can't. I can't say anything more about it.
Yeah, let's just drop that.
It's a high-end product that is brand new to Fluval, and it's going to be really, really cool. That's what I'm going to say. And it's a high-end upgrade to an already high-end product. That's a good way of explaining, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But thank you. There's Thomas.
A lot of people said it before
yeah,
you.
a lot of people.
Before.
But I don't know if they're saying that because I called them out, or if they're saying it to be nice. But either way, thank you for, because I don't think the delay is that daggone long. But to me, Fluval was like the old Sears Craftsman brand. It just had this air about it. It's true. I mean, it's. I don't know if I would. Craftsman of old. Okay.
I like Craftsman.
Well, I do too. But it's not. Craftsman's not the same quality now, and that's why he said of old.
All my tools are Craftsman.
I know. I bought them for you.
Even my vacuum cleaner is Craftsman.
It's true.
And I have like 5 Craftsman batteries.
I
Because
bought
I
it
am
for you.
working all the time, you guys. I'm constantly using all of these products. Tools, vacuuming.
I bought them for her 2 Christmases ago, and they all look like they just came out of the box.
It's because I take care of my stuff, John. Jeez.
But anyway, but yeah, excited about that conversation with him today, and from what he said today, and you know, I can't hold him to this, and you can't hold me to this, but hopefully the new 4.0 light will be shipping in about 30 days. So that's going to be exciting. Oh, and by the way, there's going to be some exclusivity to this new high-end product too, by the way.
Oh.
Only a very few hand-selected retailers are going to be able to have said product. And guess who's one of them? Just take a guess. Go ahead, guess. He didn't know. Yeah, it's us.
Oh.
Very excited about that. Anyway, Milwaukee for the win. You want me to tell you a quick Milwaukee story?
We have a Milwaukee measuring tape.
We do. I was saved by a Milwaukee tool the other day. Was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday.
I don't know. Was I using it?
No,
No.
I did. Remember, I had to go across the street. That was a Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
I had I had to replace bearings in my lawnmower, and my DeWalt tools just couldn't cut it. But I went across the street, got a Milwaukee from my neighbor, took care of it real quick. But it was one of the big, giant impact drivers that's made for like taking the wheels off of tractors. So, you know, and my DeWalts are not, but sign me up for 2 of the top secret Fluval products. Joe, you might not want to, because you might not need to. See what I'm saying? Might not need to. Maybe the point of this high-end product is that you would only need 1. But I'm not saying anything else.
Jeez, John.
Stop it.
Jeez. Gosh, remind me never to tell you anything. You'll like tell everybody my tea before, like, just barely.
You know what? That's what I do. Question to the community. I'm doing a fish in cycle on a new tank, and I have 0 ammonia and high nitrates. Yep. 3.5 ppm and 5 ppm nitrates. My question is, do I do water changes at this point and use prime? Bradison, I think I'm saying your name right. So what I would do in your case, if you're using prime, that's good. If your fish are behaving properly, leave it alone. Let it do its thing. If your fish are behaving in a way that they come across as not liking the situation, they're up at the top, they're gasping for air, or they're not at the top, but they're, you know, down a little bit and they're breathing really heavy, then I would do a only water change. No vacuuming the gravel, no touching your filter, no doing anything of that. Just take water out, 50% of it, put 50% in. You should be good. That's what I would do. Looks like Fluval as a new Betts fish tank add well.
A new beta fish tank. Weren't you supposed to bring that? Because we
I
were
was
going to unbox it?
I was gonna. But then I thought about it and I was like, that's going to be really awkward to do live. I'm sitting here. And
Yeah.
so we'll do that in a video. I like the new beta tank a lot, even
Me
though
too.
I've only seen the pictures. I haven't.
No, I've taken it out.
I know you
actually.
have, but I haven't because I wanted to do it on camera and be spontaneous about it. Sorry to
Super
repeat,
cute too.
but I guess the lag put my question out of view. I have dwarf gouramis that do not appear to be very happy. One is hiding and the other is laying on the bottom. I'm worried. So,
That sounds stressful.
well, you take this one then.
Well, you were going to.
No, I wasn't. I mean, it's pretty simple.
I mean, can you redo the question? Because I wasn't paying 100%.
Gourami isn't happy. It's one of them's hiding and the other one's laying on the bottom.
Well, it does sound kind of like a stressful situation. It's possible the water perimeters are off, or maybe they're not getting along, or there could be tank mates, maybe. It's kind of I need a little more info. Is it a brand new tank? Has it been running for a while? Did you just get the fish? Did you quarantine them first? I don't know. But I could try to help you if you give me a little more info.
That's why those questions are so difficult because there's so many factors involved. Leo said, spill the beans. If I could, I would. But as soon as I can, I will.
He sure will.
I have Mbuna and some on peacocks in my tank. Why don't people spell words anymore? The yellow labs have bred and she has eggs in her mouth for 10 days. How long till I try my hardest to pull her? Good luck, first of all. That is a pain,
I would get her as soon as possible and put her in like a 10-gallon tank by herself now. Just do it now.
Yeah, the thing is, the longer you leave her in there, the longer you're giving the opportunity for her to get stressed out and eat those eggs or spit them out, and
they'll
everybody
get
else will
eaten
eat them.
anyway. Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I mean, fish breed all the time. But if you want the most solid, kind of foolproof way of doing it, get her out. I would get her out now. I mean, if it's been 10 days and she still has the eggs, they should be viable eggs. And
Yeah, just put a sponge filter in there in a 10-gallon tank because, that's all she'll need. That's all the babies will need in the beginning anyways, so.
Oh, man, this skipped. I don't know why. Fluval. It's not Fluval's fault, folks, I promise. Somebody asked about the Megafiltra. Oh, I wish I knew. I wish I knew when that was coming. But I know, Jared Rice, there's more than one new CJ product coming very, very soon. In fact, the one that I was so excited about, that I was told about on the first, I was told like 30 to 60 days. It's been 22, so we're getting close. Not for the Megafiltra, but the other one. So, yeah, both of those are going to be really good. I don't know a whole lot about the Megafiltra. Put it this way. I'm going to tell you this, Jared Rice, and everybody watching this. CJ is coming out with a new canister filter that's called the Megafiltra. There. Now we all know the same amount about this filter. That's how much I know about it. I don't know anything else about it other than it's coming. So I'm...
Was that something you were supposed to talk about?
Well, I mean, it's common knowledge that it's coming.
Okay.
But that's probably why Jay hasn't told me fine details about it, because I do know...
Because you like to spill the tea.
I do know that there is going to be... So I guess I lied. I know a little bit more about it. There's going to be an SDC model of the Megafiltra. And that one is going to be like, whoa. Like, it's going to have an app and it's going to be crazy. SDC is what, I don't even know what it stands for. I'm trying to think of it and I can't. But SDC is like when Apple puts Pro on something. You know, I've got the iPhone 14 Max Pro. iPhone
You have a package on
Max
the way?
Pro.
Oh.
The Mega Filter is going to have an SDC version. She likes to change the subject.
I just saw it on your phone. You had a package on the way.
The pumps, I've got like 5 CJ SDC pumps, and I can monitor them. Now that we have Wi-Fi, I still haven't done this, but I could like monitor them on my app and change the flow and do all that kind of stuff, which is cool. So you'll be able to do that kind of stuff. I don't know that it'll be able to change the flow. I think that app for the Mega Filtra SDC is mainly going to be for like monitoring things, but I don't know. Now, officially, we all know the same amount about that filter coming out. I'm on the fence with Fluval. I think I may do the switch with my new tank. Well, that's pretty broad, because you could be talking about filters, heaters, lights. You can be talking about all kinds of stuff. Go ahead.
Lamont Adams said, love those yellows. Lisa thinking about dude. Aw, I don't even know which one dude is anymore. He's an adult. He's like, there's so many other dude and dudettes in there now.
There's like 8 dudes in there now.
Yeah.
Dude might be the biggest one. I don't even know.
He could, who knows?
He might not even be with us.
He might not even be a dude.
Well, that's true too. It's very true.
Gosh, that was like 5 years ago, wasn't it?
2019?
Whoa.
No, 2020 or 2021.
5 years, probably about 5 years ago.
Because I got this one in 2019.
Dude is an old man.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. I bought a Milwaukee impact driver that does better than an air-driven one. Yeah, my DeWalt's do too. When we're talking about small-scale stuff, but the one I got from my neighbor is like the NASCAR drivers use this. Like, it's the big, gigantic one that you like. It's insane. I would never buy one of those because I would never have that size. I would never need that except for when I needed it the other day. But I can always go over to him and he'll have what I need.
True.
When are you going to have more Marison 1 and 2 20 packs? You don't ask me. You ask that one right there.
When I'm able to get them.
We sold our distributor out.
Yeah. I had one.
We'll do it.
Oh, Putty says, I have new Mbunas Salusi. They seem to like picking at each other. How do I know the aggressions are too much? When they are, it's hard, I think, if you're new to Mbuna, if you don't know the difference between male and female, because it could be that they're trying to get with one of the females, so they're fighting with each other. It could be you don't have enough of them in the tank to cause chaos, so that they're not, just picking on each other. Your tank size, do they have enough room so that they're not crammed in each other's faces and wanting to pick on each other? If they're locking lips a lot, then that's a problem that can cause damage to them and hurt them, and they could kill each other, after a while. It's really hard to say. It's like the most I could say is you need to have at least a 55 gallon or larger. You need to have at least, probably 10 to 15 of them in there, so that they're not picking on each other. But the more you have, the better. And the bigger space, the bigger tank you have for them, the better. And you need a lot of hiding spots, lots of rocks, lots of caves. You want to be feeding them a good veggie diet, like Veggie by Northfin, or Extreme Community Crave, or Extreme Peewee Cichlid, or any of the cichlid specific for Mbuna foods. And, don't let them be hungry, because when I'm hungry, I'm mean too.
No, you're not as mean as I am when I'm hungry.
But I would say definitely make sure you have a lot of hiding spots for them to retreat to.
Oscar shirts 5XL coming back in stock. Would you care to tell the story of why we're out of stock of some size of the shirts? Why we can't get more?
Are you talking about because what I said to the owner of the company?
You didn't say nothing to the owner of the company. You said something about the owner of the company.
Okay, so this is what happened. Let me tell you a story. All right, there's a Facebook page, and it's called Hertford Kitties of Food Lion, or something like that. And I'm a part of it, and it's up the road from us. And people like to help these cats, go feed them, trap them, get them spayed and neutered, get them, rescue them, adopt them out. I know the lady in charge of this, and I've spoke to her quite a few times. And there was an owner in that shopping center who kept throwing away the food bowls and getting rid of all the cat stuff and threatening to hurt the cats and do stuff like that. Then I found out that it happened to be who we got our shirts from. And I said, you know what? They've lost my business. I will no longer support that business ever again, because they are hateful people when it comes to animals, and I just can't support a business like that. So, and Jack got mad at me.
Well, no, I didn't get mad at you. I understand, but at the same time, I'd like to get these shirts again, but
we'll go through somebody else.
There's another screen printer that's in our town. I sound like Theo Vaughn. But I've been to the place like 4 times and nobody's ever there. So, and we're not going to order shirts off of one of those websites and all that kind of stuff. They're fine, but they're also not. I mean, we like them to be a little bit more quality than what you might be able to get. It used to be just Teespring, but now there's like 50 different companies that do exactly the same thing that Teespring does. So, and they're all, they're fine, but the quality is not like this.
Yeah.
So we'll have to find another one. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. I will have to find another one, and I'll have to interview those people and say, do you like cats?
Well, I mean, it's one thing if you like cats. It's another thing if you do things to sabotage people helping animals in need and doing stuff like that. And that business is well aware of who we are now, because I made a point of them knowing who we are, and they lost our business. So
you made a point of that? Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, that's when you do the blah, blah, blah. And
yeah, we spent like $8,000 on shirts there. So maybe they felt that, maybe not. The people were always very nice when I was in there. I liked them a lot.
Because they like people. They like people. They just don't like cats. Jeez.
What can you tell me about pets in the classroom? Heard about it at Aquashella Dallas this weekend and want to get set up with it for next year. No idea.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. We must not be in the loop.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it's some kind of a nonprofit that puts pets in classrooms.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's about all I know about it, which is nothing. But you brought up Aquashella, not you, but Brent brought up Aquashella, and it was just like, oh yeah, that was this weekend.
Oh yeah.
That's anyway. Brent Russell donated a membership. Thank you so much for that, and that was his comment there also. Finsanity, John, instead of swearing when you sneeze, just imitate the sound of water leaking under the dryer. Oh, how did I? Oh, with a whip. Isn't that what I did during the live stream yesterday?
Yeah, that's funny.
Joe, you rascal, you. Yeah, that I haven't talked about that yet. I did a live stream yesterday for the first time on the Money Pit channel, and it was a lot of fun. I got to talk about. I was about to say it in a very bad way, and I don't mean for it to come across that way, but I live and breathe aquariums and fish 24/7, 365. All the time. It never leaves me. So to get to talk about something that's not aquariums and fish for 2 hours was really fun. That was
And you
that was a
only
good time.
had one question about a pond at the very end.
Yeah, and I didn't even see it until it was over, which was a good thing because I wasn't answering questions about fish at all.
Yeah.
And everybody was cool and fun. Joe was.
You got your first super chat from Dragon Dad.
That's true, and I think I saw that name in here today, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think I saw him in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very cool. Still, the only $10 that channel has made.
That
Which
is awesome.
it is cool. Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thanks.
You
Yeah.
went from getting barely monetized to monetized in one day. Like, that happened so quick.
For whatever reason, we had one video pop off on that channel. I say we. That's my channel. It ain't yours. It's
If
mine.
you put me in it, it's mine too.
Oh.
I get half.
It's your kitchen.
See, I own that house.
It's
half,
true.
half. But if you put my face in there, that's half my video too.
Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, we had one video pop off, and it was like the least expected video of all the videos I've done. I don't know why it happened, but it happened, and that's good. It didn't pop off like a Mr. Beast video, but for that channel, for that size channel, I think it has like 37,000 views right now, which is substantial for
And
a
it's
small
so
channel.
funny that people. Okay, so I have to tell this story. The other night, I got a message from Jen Williams. She's like, yeah, I was watching this video and I recognized this voice, but the guy was turned around the whole time and he's talking and I recognize his voice. And then I see you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's John and Lisa. I just think it's funny because it's recommended to people that are, you don't expect.
It was that video too,
I know.
because she commented on it. I saw it.
Aw.
At least I think it was her, because it was like right after that.
Yeah.
And it's not like under the name Jen Williams, but no, that is cool. I'm having a lot of fun with that channel. Video already uploaded, going live tomorrow on that channel, and it's building 43 cabinet doors and door fronts, and it's a good video. I just finished it today. It's fun. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, Money Pit channel, the link is at the top of the description. I'm a little behind on the chat. Zen has probably already shared the link to it in the chat because that's what she does. But
Let me double check and
If
see
you're-
if she did.
no, I'm
Let
not-
me- I'm looking. Let me see if she did. If she did, I'm gonna be like, no, she didn't.
oh, well, that surprises
I'm
me.
just kidding. She may have. I'm not going all the way back.
Uh,
Oh,
but yeah.
she'd see. I didn't go all the way back then. That's my fault. I knew
does
you
not
did.
surprise me at all.
I knew you did.
Matthew Ploden, good evening. Guys, my 20 long is pretty well planted and has mopani wood in it, so it has tannins. Water is very clear, and fish and plants are doing very well. No algae. Are tannins causing that? Is it did he say it's a brand new tank? I don't know that wood and tannins keep algae away. I mean, I suppose if the water's dark enough from the tannins, it wouldn't algae wouldn't want to grow in there, but shows my lack of knowledge.
Well, you know,
I'm not a smart fish keeper.
my dark water tank with my Sinipa red pencil fish is a dark water tank. It has some plants in it, but I've never had algae in it.
Well, maybe that's why, because of the dark water. Maybe that's why Melanie Holmes loves dark water so much, because she hates algae. Maybe. I don't know that, but I'm just saying. But that would make total sense if if you know you didn't get big bad algae problems because the water's darker. There's not as much light getting through. But the cool thing is, Matthew, you got a good thing going. So just rejoice in that.
Right.
I wouldn't be concerned about it until you have a reason to be concerned, which is not you are. You're curious, and I get that. But yeah, consider that a good problem to have for sure. And then Dennis donated 5 memberships,
Oh,
and there is
thank you,
my
Dennis.
that's me on the lawnmower on the on his avatar. It really
What?
is. If you look at his avatar, it looks like me on the lawnmower because
I
I
can't
wear
even
that
see it.
hat,
Oh,
and he has the beard, and he has the glasses, and
that's so funny.
that's me on the lawnmower. Now that my lawnmower is fixed,
Oh yeah, thank goodness.
I changed the blades on my mower, and then I start mowing, and then it just explodes, and sounded like I was on a roller coaster. It was
did sound
terrifying.
horrible.
Very, very scary. I thought it was gonna beat me up, but you already got that one. I got my drill Milwaukee kit. Comes years ago. Love it way more than the DeWalt ones.
Oh,
I mean, listen, Milwaukee makes a great set of tools, but so does DeWalt. So I'll say it to your face, and I'm not
do you
scared of you at all.
remember? Do you remember the brand generator we have?
I think
Did
we
you
established it
forget-
is a Craftsman, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you were so.
I was
like,
adamant that it was not.
It is not a Craftsman. It is not a Craftsman. And I was like, it's red. And you're like, there's other brands that are red. I'm like, no, it's a Craftsman. No, it's not. And I remember I took a picture of it and I even put it up on the members page to be like, I was right.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
That was hilarious.
I was not happy about that. Shirtworks Creations loves cats and are in NC. Oh, well, how about that? We should take a note of that.
Well, take a note of it.
You're the one that writes things down. I haven't written.
Okay.
I haven't written in
What,
so
what
long.
was that again, sir?
Actually,
On
I
your
write every day on the
secretary?
receipts.
What is that?
Shirtworks Creations.
Shirt works.
We will look that up. Sewing dogs and fish.
And that's in North Carolina, correct?
That's apparently so. Apparently.
Apparently.
Do any of you fishy people have any guidance for me? Oh, well, we probably do. If we knew what we were giving you guidance on, HB.
Well, there's
Hang
like
on
1,000 videos if you have questions.
That's
Sorry.
that's the truth too. I have a 10-gallon with 4 scarlet baddises. Started with 2 males and got what the fish store thought were 2 females. Only 1 was female. Would I be asking for trouble trying again to get more females?
Wait, what fish?
Scarlet baddis.
Ooh, you're asking the wrong person. Mine didn't make it. I did it wrong. And that was back in like 2018 because I bought them at the Aquatic Expo. And I remember.
I remember when you got them.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta have these fish. They're so cute. And they're little and they're adorable and I must have them. I got them from Flip Aquatics. From his booth. They were perfectly
You
healthy.
said the Aquatic Expo is the aquatic experience.
Like, whatever.
Tomato, who cares?
Aquatic and EXP, what's the difference? I mean,
One's in North Carolina and the other one's in New York.
okay,
Was.
it was the one in New York,
Or
but
New Jersey.
I don't know, but it was north. Yeah, they
So
were
much fun.
adorable little fish, but I did not do well with them.
Jordan Van Duzen, the $6.99 Canadian, which I think is $7,322 American. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Thank you for that, Jordan. Hey, John and Lisa, I've been watching your channel for a few years, and I've learned so much. I have 3 tanks up and running. Thank you, guys. Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
I
Thank you.
Listen, no disrespect to Matthew Ploden and Finsanity and stuff, but I just wish all Super Chats could be like that. What an amazing gesture. That's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Especially
thank you.
in these dark times we are facing right now.
It looks like a very sunny day.
And I don't mean, all right, I mean like our YouTube channel's dying, that whole thing. I don't mean like, oh, these dark times because of the president. I don't get into all that nonsense. Not on YouTube anyway.
Oh.
I mean, you know, those are the dark times I'm talking about. It's tough right now to be a fish keeping YouTuber. That's all I'll say.
Well, I have to, we had this conversation yesterday, and I don't believe it's just in the fish keeping community, because I've seen so many other channels that are in other areas on YouTube, like Planet YouTube channels, fitness YouTube channels that are doing other things. And it's like, well, I'm not doing as good in this. I might as well start something new. Since I'm so good at YouTube, I'll go in a whole nother direction. And I don't know, I think the right thing to do is just keep doing what you're doing with your original channel, unless your second channel is for fun or as a hobby, but not to replace your old channel. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because I think it's everywhere on YouTube. Unless it's that fast-paced, short type stuff where you don't have to require a lot of attention and a lot of time. People want things like this. But we still have the people that want their education and want to learn as well. So
I am very grateful for the community that we have, and I am very grateful to do what we do for a living. I am not complaining. I'm just saying it hurts a little bit when we put forth the effort that we do, and we get 10 of 10s every week, and if you're a YouTuber, you know what that means. It's very frustrating. But anyway, change the subject. Bunker Branding in Texas is owned by Veterinarian and is a YouTuber that makes shirts for YouTubers. That's Demolition Ranch, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't that Ranch? I thought. No, because he's not a veterinarian. I don't know. But I know that brand. I didn't realize he made shirts for YouTubers, but
that's interesting.
But yeah, I mean, we can certainly look into that. Oh man, the tool debate in a family of laborers has always been heated. You know what is funny about me? I don't debate tools because I don't care. I have the tools that I have. Somebody else can have the tools that they have, and if they get the job done and everybody's happy with it, who cares?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, so what? I in the video that I'm putting up on the Money Pit channel tomorrow, I'm using Harbor Freight clamps, and they're great. Like, I don't care where I bought them from.
Is that equivalent to like the Dollar Tree and Belk? Oopsie.
No, it would be more equivalent to like Temu.
Oh, why are you gonna down Temu?
Because we were just talking about it.
He's making fun of me.
I'm not. I'm doing no such thing.
I bought this shirt from Temu 6 months ago. I couldn't help it. It was just a good deal.
It's a great shirt. It looks great on you. I'm not making fun of you at all.
It's so funny because recently he's like, you said it today. You said, did you buy a bunch of shirts that didn't fit you and now they do or something? Because it's like all of a sudden I'm wearing all these new shirts and I'm like, I got a lot of them.
I think it's just because you went through your closet and were like, oh, I forgot I have those.
No, I had them in just plastic wrap, just a bunch of them thrown in a corner.
In your closet that you just cleaned out. What's your biggest no water change tank?
My biggest.
What are those, 5 gallons? 15 gallon. You have a 15 gallon.
That would be my 15 gallon with my pencil fish. And then I have the bowls, and then I have the 5 gallon, 4 5-gallon nano tanks. And they're all just top off tanks.
I just set up a 10-gallon tank. I just bought the Shark Nano 250 from you to replace the one I have now. If I put the Shark Nano in the tank with live plants, will I have any oxygen level issues? No way. Oh no. Especially if you're asking, like, will the tank not have enough oxygen? No. That Shark Pro Nano in a 10-gallon tank is going to move that water a lot stronger than you might think it will. It does a great job. So, no, you have nothing to worry about. That's going to be completely fine. Do you watch basketball? And if so, who wins, Timberwolves or OKC Thunder? I do not. I like watching highlights. It's just not interesting to me anymore. I'm sorry. And it's mainly because the team that I would root for has been terrible forever. And
Is
that's
it the Wizards?
the Wizards. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I root for Washington teams. That's where I grew up, and that is what it is. And that team has been terrible forever. So it's just, if I'm not going to watch all the other teams, I'm the kind of person, when my team is out, like out of the playoffs or not making the playoffs, like the Wizards and like the Commanders for the last 20 years until last year, I don't watch any more games until, like, with the NFL, if my team is out at game 17, which they usually are, I won't watch another game until the Super Bowl. I don't care about watching the playoffs. We don't go to our friends' houses on Sundays and there's football games on. Like, that just doesn't, I just don't do it. And so I can't even tell you who's playing in the playoffs right now, Stephen Jones, because that's my lack of interest.
And you even quit watching hockey.
Well, my
Bad
team's
subject.
out. That's why.
Bad subject.
Whoever it was that said that last week, too, you should be ashamed of yourself because you were right. My team got kicked out last Thursday, and it makes me sad because we might have seen the last of Ovi. I don't know if he plans on coming back or not, but...
Lisa, advice for feeding Harlequin rasbora. I had some for quite a while, and at the time when I had them, I was feeding them Community Crave by Extreme at that time. But I believe that it is the type of fish that as long as you feed a good community food, then that's all you need, good community flake, a good community pellet, and they'll do really well. So they're not hard fish. They're actually really adorable. I think I got like 12 of them or something that time from Bob. He had them on his website. Gosh, that was like a long time ago, like 2019 or something. So.
As long as you don't become a nuisance streamer. Oh, God, those guys. I don't understand how those guys are even able to do what they do. That's so bad.
What does that mean?
It's not even worth talking about. It's just people that do horrible things on purpose to get attention. And then they get arrested because they do those things in foreign countries. And I get so happy when I hear that they get arrested. Yes, he just retired from YouTube. So I was right. It is Demolition Ranch. And I knew he retired, and he is a veterinarian. Okay, veterinarian. I kind of thought that, but I thought I might have been confusing two channels. But I think Demolition Ranch was a really, really cool channel, but it's just not a channel that I regularly watched.
I don't think I'd ever heard of it.
It's not content you'd be interested in. And I mean, he did a lot of guns and blowing things up and really cool stuff, which I like, but for some reason it's never, I mean, I watch dumb stuff on YouTube anyway, but lately it's been a lot of Superman stuff.
Oh gosh. Last weekend I went to my son's house, and I stopped along the way at an antique store, and I almost picked up 3 glasses for John. They were
I'm so mad about this.
McDonald's 1978 Superman glasses that you drink out of, not the ones you wear. And I was like, no, he probably won't want McDonald's glasses. And I was like, oh, they'll probably break anyways, because somehow I just figured I'd end up breaking them before I got them home. 'Cause the way they wrapped stuff, it's like...
I almost told you
and
better
they were
go back.
super thin, too. The glass seemed super thin. But there were 3 different ones with Superman and Lois, and... they were all different, and they were kind of cute. They probably would have looked really good on your shelf.
I am the easiest person on earth to buy for. I mean, anything with Superman on it, Washington Capitals, Washington Nationals, Washington Commanders, I can finally be a fan of and not be embarrassed, or even Washington Redskins stuff, because I grew up, they were always the Redskins. So I have a lot of memorabilia that is Redskins. I know that's offensive now, but I'm just saying that's what I grew up on. Anything with any of those things on it, and I'll be happy. And then she goes to a place and sees these rare Happy Meal glasses with Superman on them and just doesn't think I would want them.
I don't
It's
think
insanity.
they're that rare. They're not that rare. But those clowns, ooh, they were like big.
It's probably good you didn't buy those because they might have broke when you were on your way home.
Yeah, they were from the 1940s.
Somebody asked about capping Fluval stratum. Should you do it? No. Well, you
don't have to.
Yeah, you should. You don't have to. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, we've used it straight up many, many times, and it's been great. So, yeah, that's definitely not necessary. I started a year ago with a 26-gallon tank. Now, a year later, I have that tank, a 55, 125, 10, and 15-gallon reef tank.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
I blame you two in a good way. Thank you. Well, that's cool. Also, sorry.
Yeah. Oops.
We know how that goes. You probably haven't bought your last one.
Yeah. Any of them have babies yet?
Yeah, I mean, that's, but what a beautiful thing. I'm glad we had something to do with that. I've never capped flucal, spell check, Audrey. It's spell check. It's not you. Flucal stratum. That just sounds offensive. But I'm gentle with it because it's easy to accidentally break it up, causing a mess.
Oh, man. Leslie Perry, you're making me feel bad now.
What?
She said, glasses from 78, you should have bought them.
Yeah, she really should have.
You
It's
know,
kind
no
of
one else is going to buy them. I'll just go back next time and get them.
pretty offensive, isn't it? I mean, her husband's the biggest Superman fan in the world, and especially the Superman 78 Richard Donner movies. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, do you know who you're married to? Jeez. We would never
I should
make
have
it
kept it to
on that.
myself.
What's that show where you had to answer questions for your spouse? We would never make it on that show.
What do you mean? Why?
What was that show called? The Newlywed Game, where you would have to answer questions what you think your spouse will answer. Anyway, you were probably not even born yet when that show came out.
I was too. She's, how much were they? They were $12 each. What? I'm just being honest.
Anyway, Sarah M. with the $5 super chat said, Lisa, I ordered a few mystery snails from you and I'm in love.
Aw,
The colors are so vivid. Thanks again for everything you two do for the hobby.
I'm glad you like them. They're my babies. I bred them all.
We went to Tractor Supply yesterday and picked up 2 100-gallon tubs for the barn for mass producing some of the snails. And I didn't tell you this yet, but I'm going to tell you this now live in front of 12 people.
I hope it's nothing bad because I already filled it up and put some in there.
No, you didn't fill it up. You put like that much water in it. Are you crazy?
Alone you put that much water in it.
Oh, there's
to
not
start.
much water in there at all. It's offensive. It's a 100-gallon tank. There's room for 2 more.
Oh. Well, I don't want the dog drinking out of it. What?
Why didn't we buy the 50 gallons then? Why did we spend $100 a piece for
'Cause
you
the
to fill it
50
up with 30 gallons
she'd
of
have
water?
definitely drink out of it.
Well, you know what? Let's get her in the house and it won't be a problem. My red devil stopped eating. He was lethargic but has been more active the last few days. He eats now but very little and not every day. Any insight? If he's eating now, that means he's probably coming out of whatever it was that he had. But not eating and lethargic, I'm medicating. I'm not the one that treats our fish. You are, but I'm sure you would say the same thing. You would probably go for an internal parasite medication.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing, like a Paracleanse or an Expel P, perhaps. I'm answering the
Definitely.
question for you.
Yeah. Then just answer the question.
Yeah, that's what we would do. But you know what, SD Junior, you know how your fish behave. You noticed that your fish was lethargic to begin with. Don't ask me why I don't just use this hand to scratch this side of my head. I don't know why. I do it that way. I'm
You
weird.
look like a monkey.
But you know how your fish behaves. If your fish is off, then you know to react. But if you say that he's coming around now, then you're probably in the clear. But I'd probably still medicate, because you can have a virus and still feel good, and then all of a sudden go crashing down. So
it must be a female then.
what?
Well, if it was a male, it's not going to act like it feels good. It's going to be a baby.
Oh,
So it must be a female fish.
she's on a roll tonight. Let's see if I go to Tractor Supply and buy you 2 more totes.
Just let me go with you so I can get the chicks.
Yeah,
There, I picked them out already.
we had that conversation yesterday, but I have a different conversation now. I want to reuse the coop we already have.
But the cats
and
like it.
and build. I don't care. Build a run on it. I don't care. There's cats in every building in this property. They have a catio out there, and 4 of them have 5 acres to roam around on. I'm taking that away from them, and we're building a chicken coop
well,
out of
they're
it.
going to end up going in it with the chickens.
No, they
They'll
won't.
go
It'll
right
be-
in it.
It'll be behind a gate. That's the whole point. In a thing.
It's a cat house now, though.
Oh
not a
my
chicken
God.
coop.
With the cats. Jeez, our lives don't revolve around cats.
Oh.
I've been trying the no water change thing for a few months now, and I've noticed fish that were active swimmers now sit at the bottom and don't move unless fed. Water is clear.
What? I didn't hear that one. I was. Yep.
Parameters are great.
That's what everybody says. I mean, I'm saying that because I see that on Facebook groups, our Facebook group all the time. And it's like, it's a tough one when.
This is why you should stop trying to do no water change tanks. I don't care what Father Fish says. You obviously didn't hear something right and didn't do something right. Father Fish knows what he's doing. Lucas Bretz knows what he's doing. Let those guys do no water change tanks. If your fish are at the bottom and it's not working out, stop trying to do a no water change tank. I hate this trend of no water change tank. I'm sorry. I'm being a jerk, but I hate it. I hate that Lou's videos went viral and everybody wants to do it now, not because I'm a jealous YouTuber, but because everybody thinks it's easy and every tank can be that way, and it's not. If your tanks aren't set up absolutely perfect, like Lou's tanks are, you can't get away with not doing water changes. I'm sorry, Original Bleach X. It sounds like I'm coming down on you, and I kind of am, but I'm just venting, not at you. I'm venting at the world, because I'm so sick of people trying to do no water change tanks. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm too old school for that.
I mean, I do have some tanks that are no water change, but I have been in the hobby for a long time, and I know what to look for and how to maintain it. Sometimes you do have to take water out and replace it with new water. That is a water change.
You can't just set up a no water change tank and not do water changes. You have to get the tank to a point where it can not have water changes. It doesn't just start that way. I sound like, can you please stop interrupting me?
Nope.
The Original Bleach X, I know it sounds like I'm yelling at you. I'm not. I'm talking about the topic very passionately. I'm not yelling at you, but it has to be set up, and it has to be run, and it has to run for a long time, and it has to establish itself. And then you might be able to get to the point where you can start to slowly transition to not doing water changes. But you can't set up a no water change tank and not do water changes. It's just, you can't do it. It has to be right. It has to be alive. It has to be set up, and nature has to take its course. And again, I'm sorry, Original Bleach X.
I mean, I know.
Now you're not interrupting me, so
Well,
go ahead.
Darn. I wish I was interrupting you. That's just the whole point of it all. No, I mean, like, I have a lot of shrimp bowls, and ever since I did the ones with Diana Wallstead, I've been doing a lot more of the bowls with no water change and just doing the soil and capping with sand. But with that, I end up putting the plants in, doing all that, adding the water. And then I do go in there every few days and I just take a little bit. I'm not going to say how much because I don't know. It's like my great grandmother's apple pie recipe. She just did a pinch. But anyway, I just take a little bit of water out and I put a little bit of clean new water back in.
Oh, you mean you do a water change?
No, in the first 4 to 6 weeks, I don't put anything in there with any of it. But all of a sudden, I have a snail pop up. I don't know how. But when I start seeing life in there, and it's the plants, I'm trying to get this out. The plants aren't melting away anymore, or they're growing more. And it stops getting a little bit hazy when the water stops getting a little bit hazy and things are clearing up naturally. That's when I start adding my shrimp, and I have not lost anything doing it that way. And I've never put a fish in any of these bowls. I only put shrimp in these bowls, and they keep them really nice. So they eat off of it. I feed them maybe once a week, and I don't think I even need to feed them because they just eat. They just naturally eat what's in there.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Just so we're being clear, is what you just said. You set up the tank, you set it up a very specific way, and then you let it sit and you let it do its thing and you let nature take its course, and then only after it's established and come to life, that's when you add fish. I feel like somebody just said that.
I don't add fish. I add shrimp.
Well, you know what I mean. You add life to it.
Yeah, I mean, and I did that with the pencil fish tank, but that was a 15-gallon tank. That wasn't a small bowl. So I was even extra careful because I'm putting fish in that. So
I don't even know that I was clear in saying this. I think I said it wrong, and I think you tried to clear it up, and I appreciate that. You still have to do water changes in the early stages of a tank that has been set up for no water changes. Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But I got a little angry and took it out on the original Bleach X, and you set me off. So that it's kind of your fault, but I'm not mad at you. But yeah, this no water change nonsense, it just pisses me off. And I have absolutely no disrespect towards Lou whatsoever. I think he's an awesome old man. I've sat and had conversations with him. I don't have anything against him at all, but I just wish that didn't get so trendy the way a lot of fish have died. Because people try to emulate what he's doing and they're just not ready for it yet. And that bothers me. It's not Lou's fault. It's not Lucas's fault, which Lucas doesn't even really preach that kind of thing like Lou does. But
I think the important thing is patience when it comes to a no water change tank setup like what Father Fish is doing. I think it's patience. You need to think of it as like a little ecosystem, something where all you're really trying to do is set up a little water garden. That's the way I think of it. Oh, I have a water garden. And then once it's established, and I've never checked water parameters in any of them, I just have patience, I wait, and I know. But that's because I'm an experienced fish keeper. It's not for a brand new fish keeper coming in.
And we don't know that the original Bleach is. But we don't know that the original Bleach that said that is a brand new fish keeper, but
right.
Anyway,
I think
let's move on because I don't.
For people that have kept fish for a while, that's my opinion.
Leo, Leo's always trying to start trouble.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for him to come get Carl.
He said, "Must be hard being a Redskins fan." Yeah, I said it, John. Yeah, but that's coming from a Cowboys fan.
Oh, you go
who
start
just
that
continues embarrassing themselves over and over and over. Don't be mad. Don't be mad that things flip-flopped, Leo. It's fine. You should have been a fan of a team from where you're from anyway. You know?
How do
Tell
you know?
me.
Do we know
It's
he's
real
not?
easy being a Redskins fan right now. Let me tell you. Real easy.
I don't even remember. Leo, are you from Texas? I know where you live now, but are you from
Doesn't
Texas?
matter.
Oh, it's still...
He makes bad decisions. It's obvious.
Oh, yeah.
It's obvious. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Lamont Adams said, I've been a Capitals fan like forever. Me too.
Yeah.
1986, 87, I went to my first game. Capitals Kings, saw the great one. First hockey game I ever went to. Saw Wayne Gretzky play, which was amazing. And then I was kind of on and off watching hockey, but then when Alex got drafted 20 years ago, I watch it every year like religion. I love it. Love me some Caps. Got her into the Caps, got our couple of our kids into the Caps. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I like Wilson.
I mean, y'all want to be impressed. What was the name of the goalie we stood behind at that game when we went down to the ice and he was standing there and he was doing this?
Oh.
He was warming up before the game.
I forgot. Dang it.
It was Braden Holtby.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's only the same as your grandson's name, but...
His name isn't Braden Holtby. It's Braden.
I know, but... That's one of the most fun things we ever used to do. We would get to the games early and go down to the ice for warm-ups. That was always so much fun. And I think you fell in love with, what was his name?
Wilson.
Because you said, no, this was before Wilson.
Oh.
Oh, man, name of number 20. Another Russian guy. Oh, what was his name?
Simonson?
No.
Simonson.
You made eye contact with him.
Oh, yeah, because he was like, hey.
Well, I don't know if he was like that, but...
I know you're talking about... I only think of you now, John. I can't remember.
Oh, listen to this. I can't remember his name. It's gonna drive me crazy. But anyway, that's a lot of fun. And we went down there one day, and Braden Holtby was in not the penalty box, but the box where the players sit. But of course, no players were in there. This was even before warm-ups. And we walked down there, and I'm like, oh my God, there's Braden Holtby right there. He wasn't in his gear. He was just standing there. He had this like pregame ritual that he did. And
is that
Simmons? Did somebody say that, or did you remember that?
I remember that.
It's something like that. Yeah, it's something like that. I'd have to look it up. It was a long time ago. I never met a Dallas fan actually from Dallas. Isn't that true? They're all wannabes. They're all bandwagon riders. It's just like Yankee fans. I mean, it just don't make no sense.
Oh, Semin. I was close.
I think it's...
I just added an S.
Alexander Semin, I think was his name. Did somebody put that in there? Semin? Yeah.
It was him.
Somebody's laughing, probably being a child like I would be, like, Seaman. What, did you have the last name Urine? You know. Anyway, I'm stupid. I'm a stupid person. What custom tank manufacturer should I go with and why? Thinking about Planet. I have a Planet aquarium. It is a very nice aquarium. I like it a lot. I also have, I have 3 custom aquariums. You have 1. I think they're at different levels. And I know that sounds harsh. I know that sounds bad. But I think Planet builds a fine aquarium. And when I say fine, I don't mean like, it's fine. I mean like, it's fine. Like, that is a fine aquarium. Like, that's a fine automobile, you know. But I think custom aquariums is another level up over that. And I think it reflects in the price too. You know, custom aquariums is not cheap. But their stuff is just, it's just superior to everybody.
And another example is the video we did with Bill Mason. He shows off his custom aquariums.
And the Six Ikey guys too. I mean, no, they haven't had one. They didn't have one yet. Did they? I don't think they did, but they were planning on it. But yeah, all of Bill Mason's tanks are custom aquariums, and he's gotten
What
2
about-
more since we were there.
The cichlid guy, the cichlid charmer, is his custom aquariums?
I think he may have one from them.
Oh,
I'm not,
instead of cichlid bros?
yeah, I know they
Oh
do.
yeah.
I mean, custom aquariums is the best of the best. I have absolutely no problem saying that to your face.
Oh.
I think she would agree with her tank.
Oh yeah. My tank is the best one in here.
Well, that's fine. I'm glad you think that. But
It is.
the tanks themselves, I do put them higher than anyone else. But I would have no problem whatsoever, and I would not hesitate to recommend Planet Aquariums to anyone. We have one right there. It is gorgeous. It's perfect. It's been perfect since we got it. We've had it 2 years now. So,
Definitely.
and I do believe you will pay less money with Planet, but the difference in cost is definitely reflected in the product that you get. That's all I'm saying. It's not that Planet is bad. It's that you don't get the metal frames that are handmade like you do with custom aquariums. You don't get the beveled edges. You don't get the thickness of the glass. It's just at a different level. It's Bugatti over top of Bentley. They're both unbelievable automobiles. One is just better. It doesn't mean Bentley is bad. Obviously, Bentley is not bad. And no, I'm not talking about Bentley Pascal. I'm talking about the cars.
And you know what? I would end up getting a Bentley because I never even heard of a Bugatti.
Say it again. What is?
Bugatti.
You're so adorable the way you talk. I love it.
I don't even know what that thing looks like. It sounds hideous.
They're like
I'd be like, I've heard of a Bentley. I'll
they
get
are
that.
hideous cars, but they're so hideous they're awesome. And they cost like $2 million. So don't worry, we'll never have one.
Oh, good.
Probably never even see one. I saw a Ferrari yesterday, though. Anyway, I also have an uncle named Eric.
You want to buy
But-
our house?
No.
Oh.
It was it was Tuesday when I was on my way home from the post office on that road. I saw one.
Wow.
It is Demo Ranch. Matt is a veterinarian. He has a vet channel also. Yeah. Rick from the Cape, you said that a while ago, and sorry, I'm just now getting to it. That was a $10 super chat too. Shame on me. Again, everything I've seen from him, I've liked a lot, and I've seen him on other people's channels too. Once again, reaching over my head to scratch my head. I think that guy's awesome. But I've just never, for whatever reason, never really been into watching his videos. It has nothing to do with with not being good. Easy growing up in New England with Tom Brady, then going to college in Florida, and Tom Brady transfers to Florida and wins there too for me. Yeah, that's tough. But you know what? You had a really good run there in New England for a long time. And now that he's gone and the coach is gone, chasing around little 24-year-olds, it ain't the same, is it? And that's what sucks. And New England's probably going to be set back for a long time because the combination of that coach and quarterback, like the two best to ever do it, the best coach to ever do it, I don't care what anybody says, and the best quarterback to ever do it, again, I don't care what anybody says. Put those two things together, you've got a very happy fan base for many, many years. I've never had that in Washington.
Lamont Adams asks, John and Lisa, give us your Mount Rushmore of the best pet shops you ever been to. So that's not
It's easy.
hard because
Well, the first two are easy.
you know, because we haven't been to like one in every state or anything like that. But the best now, fish stores.
I've got 4, but one of them's not in business anymore.
I
Well,
wouldn't even
no, that
include.
wasn't even a fish store.
I would. Oh, okay, never mind.
I was going to say Animal Jungle, but that was a full-line pet store.
I think that's what he asked. It was like a pet store, but pet store, fish store. So
Go ahead. You go ahead.
number one, as far as gosh, I want to say 1 and 2 for me would be equal. I can't even say.
Can I guess what they are?
But both of them had the wow factor for me.
Fish Gallery and Aquariums Unlimited.
Yeah.
I was putting them at 1 and 2
too. As far
too.
as cleanliness, the wow factor, the overall appearance, the health of the fish, the amount of fish, the amount of aquariums, the amount of supplies, the people that work there, the owner. Well, I don't know the owner of Fish Gallery, but so
I've met him. He's a good guy. The only thing is, and I could be wrong here. We were at an event at Fish Gallery,
right,
and it was superb. It was fun. I put him number 2 behind Mark.
okay.
But don't you think the staff there probably spent a week preparing that place, making sure it was absolutely perfect before we got there? Probably.
I that's fair. Okay,
I've
just
been
saying,
to Mark's a million times. Aquariums Unlimited, randomly just drop in, and
yeah.
it's always perfect.
But that's why I said that was my first and only impression, and that's why I put them equal. But then when I start thinking about the staff, the owner, that personal connection, it would definitely be Aquariums Unlimited. But not everybody's going to get that. They're just going in there to make sure there's healthy fish. It looks good. It doesn't stink when you walk in there.
Right.
Doesn't smell like dead fish. It's not hot. Those are the fish stores that it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's Aquariums Unlimited 1 for me, Fish Gallery 2, and 3 would be House of Tropicals.
House of Tropicals is very nice, but it's not as clean.
No.
It's definitely a very...
Its volume is why I like
yeah.
it. And the people are nice.
And the people are very nice. It's like...
It's not pretty.
It's like going into a really fancy house because they have a maid or something, and then you go into a house that's lived. They live there.
It's a good analogy.
And that's how House of Tropicals is.
House of Tropicals been there a long time, and it's not made. This is in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Lamont Adams is a Caps fan, and I think he said he's a Redskins fan. Was a Redskins fan, now a Commanders fan. So you probably live in the Mid-Atlantic at least. Worth the trip for sure to go to Glen Burnie, Maryland, to visit House of Tropicals. But it's not meant to be pretty. It is it's almost like a warehouse. They have 500 aquariums in there. Every single kind of fish you could ever imagine. In fact, you go back to our top 10 videos and you see all of the B-roll footage that I would put up of fish that are obviously not ours. They're obviously at a fish store. They're almost all from House of Tropicals. The tanks don't look great. The racks that they're on are old and beat up and the paint's peeling, but it's just the experience. It's everything that you see in there. The complete opposite of Fish Gallery and Aquariums Unlimited. Aquariums Unlimited and Fish Gallery are almost like public aquarium clean.
And the thing about Aquariums Unlimited, that is more pet store too, because
Now it is.
Yeah, because the reptile section is unbelievable. They have the cute little squirrels in the cages, that nice size cages too, not little tiny ones, from Custom Cages, I think, right? And then
No, he bought that on Amazon, I think.
Shh, don't say that word.
The big giant squirrel cage?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't buy that from them.
And then the what do you call it with the claws? Sloth, yeah, the cute little sloth.
Hey, you guys!
And just there's so much there. I love that place. But
I love Curtis Crump more and more every day. He said Cowboy Stadium is a hurricane shelter due to the low chance of a touchdown. Curtis, you didn't make that up yourself. You heard that from somebody, and that's brilliant. I love it. That's absolutely amazing. Do you have a favorite tank mate for a group of sparkling gouramis? No, because I've never kept those. So I couldn't tell you the first thing about them. I'm sorry, Drabwire. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm not going to BS you and make something up, and then you put them in together and they end up getting killed. My daughter fell in love with hockey because of the fights. I know someone that likes that too.
I love the fights. I look like a crazy person when they fight. I'm like, fight, hit him.
Her favorite player is Tom Wilson,
Yeah.
and it's and the fact that he looks like a GQ model, I'm sure helps too. But he's a beautiful man. I'll admit it.
He is
I mean,
very tall.
he's like 7 feet with skates on.
I know.
He's a big boy. I wouldn't fight him, especially on skates. He would go like this, and I would just die. That's how a fight with me and Tom Wilson would go.
Gosh, I would take up for you though.
Isn't that sweet? I never gave a fourth one though. He said Mount Rushmore. There's 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore. You know what? I really liked that store that we went to with Jason and Joanna, and then we met Lefty there. And we met him for the first time there.
Chicago?
It was in Chicago, I thought.
Oh, I thought you really. Yeah, that was a nice store.
I don't remember the name of that one though. It was really big.
Also, the one we went to at the Navy graduation was really nice.
That one was also in the Chicagoland area and was also a lot smaller, but very, very nice. Yeah, you're right. Leslie Perry donated 5 memberships, and so did Finsanity. Thank you all so much for that.
Very much.
But you know, I still do. I want to pay respects because the store is no longer with us, and I've been told that the owner is ailing and not doing well. So, Animal Jungle, which is no longer in business, was my favorite pet store ever until Aquariums Unlimited opened up. Very similar. Not as clean as Aquariums Unlimited, and not, you know, for the first 2 years of going to Mark, he was only fish. And then
Right, the aquarium.
But Animal Jungle was a full line pet store. You could buy things for dogs,
They had a
cats,
serval.
birds.
Was it a serval cat?
Yep.
And you could go into the bird area, and the birds would go around.
Yep.
You.
And
It's
that
really cool.
place, it was like Aquariums Unlimited. It was an experience going to that store.
Yeah.
And
it had a huge pond.
And there were people crying when that store shut down because there were mothers that took their kids there to entertain their kids, and they can no longer do that. It was like a trip to the zoo for them. So yeah, it's very sad. And from what I understand, it's PETA's fault.
Yeah, it was PETA's fault.
So there you go.
Blame PETA.
Bella, yes.
Bella.
And but her name's what's the sloth's name? Her name's not Bella.
Bella.
Is it? It is Bella.
It is, but she knows.
That's right.
Sherry
Yeah.
Coleman lives by there. She's gone there before. We've barely missed her. We just missed her last time.
I'm sorry, Sherry, see, I begged Mark for months before he even had the sloth. He called me and he was like, I need to name this sloth. It's a female. I knew he wanted a Harry Potter character because his dogs are named after Harry Potter characters. So I was like, well, it has to be Myrtle. That's a no-brainer. It has to be Myrtle. You wouldn't even know.
Old.
Moaning Myrtle. It has to be Moaning Myrtle. But he chose Bellatrix instead.
I like that better.
But Bellatrix is the worst.
I like the name better.
She's the worst character.
Oh, well, I probably like her. I've never
I
watched
think you would
it.
like her.
I've never watched Harry Potter, but she sounds amazing.
She doesn't show up until the later movies, but yeah, she's the worst. Goonies reference. Till the day I die. Goonies never die. We have the LA Rams coming to Australia later this year. Yeah, there's a lot of international games this year, and the Commanders are one of them.
LA Rams.
And I don't like it because I don't want them to get off their routines. I'm used to a team that the littlest thing can screw them up. So I'm not used to this team being good thing. Just talking about filters, heaters, and lids.
I see Jennifer Anderson is in the chat, and it reminded me of her question last week about the kelp wafers for saltwater fish. How did your fish like it? Because I packed that up and I sent it out, so I'm assuming you got it. Do they like the kelp wafers? Because I did it too. And Merlin took it and just takes off with it.
Merlin?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Merlin?
The big clownfish.
Oh, you named the girl Merlin?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. That's good.
She loves it. She just takes off and just swims around with it.
That's awesome.
So,
I didn't realize you named my female clown Merlin.
Hmm?
Has anyone seen the movie Score, a hockey musical? So funny, nothing like singing dancing hockey fights and the clash of sports and hippies. That sounds hilarious, but no, I have not seen that. Aquarium Adventure is the store in Arlington Heights near Joanna and Jason's place. The one that we went to when we were there for the graduation was like, I texted Jason while I was there at the store. It was like 35 minutes from him, he said. We weren't planning to get together with them. We knew we weren't going to be able to, but I was just like, hey, I'm here. Anyway.
Stacy asks, do you know of any guppy breeders in Fayetteville, North Carolina area? The ones in the big pet stores never seem to be very healthy for me.
Ha! You're not in the Fayetteville area. What are you, crazy?
I'm in the surrounding area.
You're 4 hours from Feffiette.
It's only a few hours away.
don't
I
even-
can't stop breeding these guppies. I've got so many guppies. I got just so many guppies. I need to go to Aquariums Unlimited and drop them off.
I invited you to go to Virginia Beach with me on Monday. I got to go to
Oh.
Virginia Beach on Monday.
Okay.
Oh,
You can just drop me off there
Oh.
when you go do that.
but CJ though, did you
Wha-
find out if he's
No,
not?
but I'll find out and see when. I'll just go work at Aquariums Unlimited on Monday while you go do that. I'll be
That's-
his helper that day.
That sounds like an amazing idea, and he would love that. Mark has the 10-year anniversary of their store coming up,
Ooh.
and we don't have it on the calendar yet. We're going, of course we are.
When
It's
is it?
if you want to talk for a second, I
Is
will look it up.
Is it the yearly thing like we always do
Yeah.
in August?
Yeah, was in
Well,
July.
July.
I got an email
Oh.
from Donnie's email, but it was Mark.
Oh, I love going to their yearly get-togethers. It's so much fun.
It is fun. It is July 19th,
Oh, let me check my calendar.
which is a Saturday. We will be there for that. We are not going to wait that long to bring guppies up there. It's the week after
No.
Superman.
Okay, so May, June, July. Oh,
July 19th.
We might be busy that day.
What?
Andreas' birthday.
Oh,
His birthday's on the 20th, but they might do a party on that Saturday. Y'all don't need to worry about that, though. We'll figure it out.
Mark's going to
So-
be,
We'll figure it out.
he'll be devastated because I believe, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's not that it would be unfortunate to go to the grandson's birthday party, but Mark would be heartbroken over that.
Well, hopefully they don't do the party on. It'd be nice if they did the birthday party on the 20th, but I know that it might be that Saturday. But anyways, we can talk about that later.
See if you get this reference. When I get a large enough tank for the 3 blood parrots I want to name them Lucky, Dusty, and Ned. I do know that. I just can't think of it right now.
I don't know.
Oh man, I know it.
For some reason, Ned sticks out.
I'm gonna need a second on that, Audrey Flores. I'm gonna need a minute.
Oh, Mr. Skibbity Doodah made a good point. Obviously, you need to have the birthday party at the fish store. It just makes sense. That's a great idea.
That is
I'll
a great
recommend
idea.
it. I'll be like,
Get like free
So-
burgers and hot dogs.
Mark, can we have this one spot over here for the cake?
Can you please send me the link for your store? I'm sure somebody. It's right there. It's 3 chats above yours, Stephen. It's keepfishkeeping.com. It is really not a difficult one to remember. Keepfishkeeping.com. All one word, all lowercase. It's simple. Or you can just click that link right up above you, and there you go. I think so. I have a water softener. My beta is going strong for 1 year. Finally got rid of most of my guppies, so my pea puffers have their own tank now. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Is water from a water softener safe for a betta fish? Some say yes, others say no. I'm at a loss. Well, they're not asking me. They're asking you.
I mean,
Because I would say
from a
botanicals much, but
well, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about a water softener, like an RO system type thing.
no, that's
Because
different.
they want a higher pH. They don't want a no, they want a lower pH. Oh my gosh. I don't think anything would be wrong with that. But definitely botanicals. I'd add salt because that's what I did. I would add salt in the aquarium with the betta as long as it didn't have like snails in it. And certain plants, but it just helps with their fins. I think that if you have a short fin betta, you probably don't need to do that as much. But definitely you want to have like your catappa leaves and little bit of catappa leaves or you're going to have tannins. But other than that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Three Amigos. See, you know what? I probably would not have remembered that. That was going to drive me crazy. Is that Raising Arizona? No. I wasn't thinking that, but Raising Arizona is an amazing movie. Howdy Hi. Love that. Morning Hi. Love Raising Arizona so much. Turn to the right. Currently the only site I've found that doesn't overcharge for aqua clear sponges. Oh, maybe we should start charging more.
Oh.
I'm joking. No, I mean, we charge what Fluval recommends we charge.
Speaking of
that's what
that,
we do.
I was looking on somewhere, and I noticed how much they charge for something, and then I looked and I was like, let me just double check and see, and I was like, oh, we sell it for $1 cheaper. But
Who's making the mistake, them or us?
I don't know, but I was like, I just never upped the price on the specific items.
Recently bought plants from you guys. They are great. Nice. Let me ask you all a question. We got 72,000 people watching this live. Now, somebody like Crazy in Love, the thing just skipped, AZN, would probably be able to answer this. Jennifer Anderson, we know, would be able to answer this. You may have to go to our website and actually look at the plants we have available. But if I was to start doing videos that are specific to plants, like specific care guides for plants, which ones would y'all want to see? Now, don't say some crazy plant that we don't carry. I'm talking about from what we have. What would you like to see? Let me know. Will you guys ever start keeping U.S. native fish? No reason not to. Nothing against it. But it's just, all of our tanks are occupied right now, and we are going to be moving some things around.
Mainly with
someday.
Guppies. I mean, I've got so many tanks full of guppies. It's insane. I really seriously, I have a bucket of guppies. I have a bucket of guppies. So I cleaned out one tank to get the guppies out of it, and so they're going to go out in a stock tank. So outside.
There is such thing as having too many fish.
It's like,
we've been talking about it for 2 years now.
They just won't stop. And that's why I laugh when people are like, I just can't keep a guppy alive. I'm like, cry me a river. Good Lord, I got so many.
Well, but the thing is, guppies are so hit or miss, because when we were in Virginia, we didn't have good luck with them.
Sure.
We did fine, but we didn't have the greatest luck. Oh, here come all the plants. But here, geez, you can't keep them alive. But they're also... Diana lives in Durham, so she's like 2 hours away from us. So very, almost identical water. Born in North Carolina, raised,
At this point, They are. They have no connection to Diana anymore.
Well,
they
yeah,
are.
that's true.
They are greats.
But it all started from the same kind of water that we have here.
Wow, it's crazy.
Pontagetons, I mean, I could do that. Rotala, we only carry one type of
Yeah.
that one,
Yeah.
Rotala.
The which one? Sorry.
Rotundifolia is the one we carry now, or indica. The Walichai, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. We have not brought that in yet, but we've thought about it. I've thought about it. But I probably wouldn't be comfortable doing a care guide on something like that. Crypts, that would be a no-brainer.
I'll do one on duckweed.
Yeah. You got to be an absolute expert level aquarium keeper to keep duckweed. It is for the elite of the elite.
And you
I'm
need
just
at
saying.
least 2 for them to reproduce.
You rascal, you two.
I was supposed to get guppies this weekend, but my cat threw up inside the tank. Oh, I hope the kitty's okay.
Oh my.
Poor cat.
Just in general, beginner plants. Well, the nice thing, Jordan, most of the plants that we keep are perfectly acceptable. Not that we keep, that we sell are perfectly acceptable for beginners. Lotus, yeah, that's one of the most biggest selling plants that we carry. So I'd probably do a bulb plant in general video. So I would do like the crinum, which is very, 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 very different. And I don't even know that you would call that a bulb plant. I just made myself look like an idiot. But the tiger lily and the see, I'm just not speaking properly tonight. The dwarf aquarium lily and the tiger lotus, very, very similar plants. I'd probably combine those two. But I would do, like if I was to do a Pontagetons, I'd combine that with the crinum, just because they're similar as far as the way you take care of them. Pink flamingo, yeah, that's a tough one. I would just include that with crypts in general. We sell more Rotala than anything else. But if you took a specific type of plant, crypts as a whole, by far, are our best sellers, even more than Anubias and everything else. I'd love a care guide for Ludwigia and Christmas moss. That's doable. I wouldn't do those in the same video because that would be kind of a waste. But when I say doing these care guides, I'm talking about like quick, if there's ever anything quick out of me. And don't be weird. I didn't mean that. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about, look at her looking away like, what?
I'm just saying you ramble.
I'm talking quick, hopefully, 3-4 minute long videos. And I could do a 3-4 minute long video on Ludwigia and Christmas moss. So somebody asked about bloodworms. Have we ever had any problems with bloodworms?
Only breaking out and having an allergic reaction, but as far as with fish, no.
Have you had any bad experiences with frozen bloodworms? I have found them to be some of the best food you'll ever feed. That's been my experience with it. I don't know what is wrong with my chat right now.
Wash your hands if you use it. Some people are allergic, some people aren't, but I wasn't allergic to it, and then I was. And I touched my eyes, and my whole face swelled up, and it was terrible. You remember that?
Yeah. The YouTube streamer, the website, it just completely froze on me. Not the stream, but the chat and the whole thing. Just so I'm a little bit behind here. I'm going to have to scroll back. I tried duckweed, but my mollies eat it like candy. Well, that's one of the things that could certainly make keeping duckwood.
Duckwood.
It's been a long week. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Redroot floaters, bacopa, and moneywort. That's definitely doable too. Bacopa and moneywort, that's 2 different types of bacopa. Again, break those up into 2, no problem. Have you ever kept killifish? We've never been killy people. I've never had killies. Have you? You haven't had them either, have you? Nope.
I'm trying to think. I thought, no, it wasn't killifish. I had to think about that for a second. It wasn't killifish.
You're probably confusing them with the pistos.
I was. Thank you.
Finsanity, as if he hasn't done enough, Joe, sent in a $20 super chat. Good grief. You trying to pay our bills this month or something? I cleared 8 canisters yesterday. I removed the media portions and added more sponges. The 125 gallons are all established. Am I okay? I'd love to see videos from yous. That's a New York thing. From yous.
Ewans?
On stem plants versus the rest. Yes, more plant videos. Okay, and okay. But am I okay? Why? Okay, Joe, why wouldn't you be okay? You added more sponges, which doesn't mean you got rid of the ones you had before. If that's what you're saying, like you threw all your sponges away and put all new ones in, that could be trouble. But if all you did was add more, dude, you're good to go.
I believe Leslie Perry and I just became best friends.
Oh, are you going to go do karate in the garage?
Yeah. You want to get together and do karate in the garage, Leslie? Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Pickles do. Yes.
What a nightmare. Who says that? What kind of a savage person?
Love pickles on pizza.
That is preposterous.
And you can't get it anywhere that way. It's like practically impossible. If you ask, they're like,
Our pizza place would be like, look, lady, we don't have pickles here. What do you think this is?
Yeah, that's why I've had to
probably the same for pineapple.
I have to put it on myself if I get a cheese pizza and then remelt it.
Now listen, I am not going to lie to y'all. I have had what I believe is considered like the Hawaiian style pizza, which would be ham and pineapple on it. Thought it was delicious. My first choice is just cheese and pepperoni. I'm not as basic as Dave Portnoy. He just wants cheese. I want pepperoni on there. I need that kick. But I've had the Hawaiian before, and I thought it was fantastic. But pickles, come on. That's crossing the line. Jalapenos I can do.
Yeah, that's good too.
Jalapenos on a pizza is real good. You got to be in the mood for it, though. But pickles...
that sounds good.
I love pickles, but not on pizza.
Oh my
Are
gosh,
you crazy?
it's so good. The only place that's ever made it right was that place by Richmond Airport that we would go by sometimes, and I would get the pickles on the pizza. Do you remember? God, it was so good.
Pizza Bono.
I said in Richmond, but Pizza Bono did too, yeah.
Richmond Pizza Place?
It was by the airport. We went there a couple times, like after picking something up.
I remember that. Yeah, we picked up the Yellow Labs. We got pizza that night.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And you're right, Pizza Bono did a good job with it too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just weird.
Wait.
You put pickles on a hamburger. You put it on a steak sub.
Oh, but Jennifer Anderson said, come down here. Our pizza joint has a cheeseburger pizza with dill pickles. That sounds amazing. Cheeseburger pizza with dill pickles? Dang. That's.
I mean, I'd probably have a slice.
Yeah, you would. You'd eat half of that pizza. I know it.
No, just straight up cheese and pepperoni. And see, Leslie says yes to jalapenos. Okay, but let's stop with the pickles, okay? That's just too much. Pepperoni and bacon pizza. See, here's the thing. I love bacon. Of course I do. Bacon's good on everything. But I'd rather have just pepperoni. Bacon, when you put bacon on pizza, it's all you taste is the bacon. Bacon's delicious. I mean, I could just eat bacon and never eat anything else.
I wonder if this is secretly CJ. Cheeseburger pizza and you got to dip it in mustard. My son dips everything in mustard.
Ham on pizza is pretty dang good. That's coming from a New Yorker, from a former New Yorker. I mean, now listen, I'm not going to order my pizza and be like, I just want ham. No, it went really well with the pineapple. But yeah, and anchovies, get out of here with that. Get out of my chat. Leave. I don't want to ever see you here again. That's
Gross.
horrible.
That's disgusting. I mean, I have enough little guppies if we ever need it to do that for people with that taste.
When I was like 19 years
But I
old,
wouldn't suggest it.
I worked for the cable company and I was training a new technician. And this new technician was like 35, and it was wild because I was like 19 training a 35-year-old. We stopped at a 7-Eleven. There were no Wawas or Sheets back then. Stopped at a 7-Eleven. This would have been 1994. And I went in and got whatever, like a big bite or something, like normal food. Dude comes out with a box of saltines and 2 cans of anchovies and had the nerve
To offer you one?
to sit there. No, to sit in my van and eat those sitting next to me. I was like, get out.
Gross.
I don't ever want to see you again. You're fired. I didn't have the power to fire him, and I didn't fire him.
That's disgusting.
He got fired like 2 weeks later for doing something really stupid. But yeah, that was unacceptable. Don't bring that around me. I don't know who you think you are.
That's
Jason,
nasty.
just the other day, we were recording podcasts, and we took a break between episodes, and he was like, I just ate some anchovies. And I'm like,
Ew.
and you call yourself my friend? What is this? Who is this man that I'm talking to?
Oh, gross.
I was like, your breath is probably wretched right now.
Disgusting. Nasty. Ugh.
Pineapple and jalapeno. I'm not saying I wouldn't try it. Ham and mushroom, my go-to. No. Everybody's going to make fun of me for this, and I don't care. I'll say it to your face. I'm not embarrassed at all. The only pizza I've ever had with mushrooms on it that I thought was good. Supreme from Pizza Hut. That's the only one. Other than
I
that,
like mushrooms.
get out.
Now, this is the thing. If I say I want a vegetable pizza, I'll actually end up saying without mushrooms because they'll end up putting too many mushrooms on. I like mushrooms on my pizza, but just a small amount. I love them in like big chunks of mushroom in my spaghetti sauce, though.
I'll be in North Carolina next week. I'll bring John some cowboy candy and you some cheeseburger pizza. What's cowboy candy? I'm intrigued. What is this?
Candy?
What is this candy that you speak of?
Ooh.
I don't know that I've ever heard of cowboy candy.
Is it like...
Sounds delicious.
Is it like some kind of popcorn with something sugary on it?
I don't know. Somebody else asked it too. Ham and sausage. I'm definitely a sausage fan. I eat sausage every morning for breakfast. KG Tropical Pizza. It'd be very boring. There are YouTubers that have pizza joints. I watch Dave Portnoy reviews all the time. I don't know why. The guy's just entertaining. And he did one for the Stradman's pizza place. He gave it a really high review. But it's in like Arizona or something. Like candied jalapenos. Oh, you say?
I don't know. That sounds hot.
Jalapeno is the hottest hot I go. I don't want anything above jalapenos. That's just...
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's one of those situations. I guess I just have to try it and see.
You know who has the hottest jalapenos on their pizza? You know.
Is it...
I would sit there and eat it and I'd just be like, it's Pizza Hut. They have the hottest jalapenos.
Pizza Hut is so nasty.
You only say that because we have the...
No, it's imitation. It's not even a real pizza. It's like you could go get a DiGiorno's from Food Lion and it tastes better than Pizza Hut.
I disagree.
It's disgusting.
The bougie little pizza place, all right, I'm going to start over because I don't know how to talk. The bougie little place up in Deerfield is called Fish Planet. That's the one we went to that we liked so much.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I believe I even tagged them in the Instagram. On Instagram. Yeah.
Chicken parm pizza. Ew. No.
I've heard of that. I've never tried it.
Listen, I'm sorry. Chicken has no place on pizza unless you're eating some pizza and you're having chicken wings. But on the pizza, get out of here with that. No.
Oh my gosh. When I went to Ralph's to pick up the pizza today, do you know what he asked me? He had dipped a fork into something and he was offering me eggplant. Ew. I said, no, thank you.
This was not a sexual advance. The guy's wife works there.
Oh, she was right
Their
there.
husband and wife together.
He ended up giving her the bite of it because I was like, no, thank you.
You know,
Nasty.
the whole eggplant emoji thing, you know. Oh, she doesn't know.
But
That's adorable.
it's a
Don't worry about it.
vegetable. I don't even know why he had it at the pizza place.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I agree with John. No chicken on pizza. Yeah, it just has no place. No place at all. And a pizza without marinara sauce on it or gravy, as the Italians would call it, is not pizza. So this whole nonsense of this white pizza and all this stuff, no, get out of here. You don't belong here.
Now, when
Real
I was
pizza.
younger, I really liked taco pizza. It was a crispy crust.
I mean, it's
and
just
it-
a round pizza. A round taco is all it is. It's like a tostada. And that's really all it is.
No,
But
it
I
was-
agree.
It was better than that. It was good.
Taco Bell called it Mexican pizza.
No, I can't believe I'm even saying this after what I just said to you about Pizza Hut. But when I was younger, like 10, my mom worked at Pizza Hut. She was a waitress. And she had to like put me in a corner back in another room somewhere, you know, when I'd go to work with her. And they would feel sorry for me and bring me a taco pizza from Pizza Hut. It was good.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, it was around 10, 11. And that's how I remember the taco pizza from Pizza Hut.
What if it was barbecue chicken with pineapple pizza? No. No. Get out of here. Barbecue chicken is delicious, but it has no place on pizza.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? Because we had the debate about barbecue.
Ah, there's no
What
debate, but go
state?
ahead.
I was in Virginia this past weekend, and they had a sign up in a restaurant, North Carolina barbecue. I was like, oh, that's funny.
If it walked, crawled, or flew at one point, it's good on pizza. That is ridiculous. You going to tell me squirrel would be good on pizza?
That's disgusting.
What are you talking about, Whip? I mean,
No.
you're from a place that has really, really good pizza. They don't put, I don't even know. I don't know what he's talking about.
Chicago does have good pizza. I had never had that kind of pizza until we went there. And the way it's this thick. It's so good.
It's practically lasagna, but it is really
Yeah,
good.
It is so good.
Last time we got it, when I got Chicago pizza, I think it was at Giordano's. Isn't that what it's called? With Sean Peck in 2015. Peck Tech on YouTube. And it was a life-changing thing, but never did I have it better than when Whip brought it to Aquashella.
Oh yeah.
And I just
You
ate it right there on the floor, and it was just like, not on the floor, but I
Yeah,
was...
you sat it on the floor and you were just eating it
It
right
fell
off
on the
that
floor.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable, but it's a different experience than New York style pizza. I mean, it's just a different food. It's delicious and I love it, but it's not the same.
Okay, John and Lisa, what is your favorite meal? Your last meal? What would it be? Haha. Mine would have something with rice in it, bread. Throw some pasta in there.
I wouldn't say steak because I've been eating that every day.
Yeah, we've been on a very low restricted carb diet, so I miss rice, I miss bread, I miss pasta. So I would be like, oh, that. Topped with lots of cheese.
I this is going to surprise you because you've never had this and you would not know. I would have Mike Miller come to my bedside and cook me his tacos. That's what I would have for my.
The way you cooked
With
it
the fried tortillas and the- yep.
yeah, that is really good. But
He's the one I got that from, but I did not make it as good as he does. Like
I
his.
don't know.
is-
It was always really good. When
Oh,
we
yeah,
were
it was good.
allowed to eat it.
Chicago has the second best pizza. Chicago has the best Chicago style pizza.
Yeah.
But my personal favorite style pizza is the floppy, fold it in half, New York style, like we get at our new place that we go to.
Ralph's.
And love that.
Because they're from Jersey, so
Yep.
he makes everything from scratch.
It's New York style is what he makes, and it's great.
It's very yummy.
All you can eat Alaskan king crabs. Again, get out of here with that nonsense.
I love Alaskan king crab.
No.
Oh, they are so good, especially you got some butter and then you dip it in a little Old Bay and some butter.
That is gross.
No, that is delicious. And that's really that and shrimp. That's all I like from the sea. I don't like fish. Ew. Nothing like that.
Well, you like shrimp.
I said that and
Oh,
shrimp.
I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't like anything that comes out of the water, and it's not because I keep aquariums and I'm sensitive. No, I just don't like the taste
I
of
don't
anything
like the
that comes out of the
mustard
water.
crabs. The little mustard crabs. You know what I'm talking about?
No, because they're
like,
gross.
They're this big, and when you open it, it's filled with mustard before you get to the...
That's
I don't like those kind of crabs. I like the Alaskan crab legs. They're so good.
not interested. You can have them all. If the zombies come
Good.
and there's nothing else, maybe I will eat that. But no.
Are we going to have that conversation? We had a conversation yesterday about if the zombies come, we have to get chickens. He's going to live off the eggs and all that. And, I said, well, I've got my tote garden. Guess I'll eat my vegetables because I hate eggs. I cannot stand eating eggs. And I'm not going to eat the chickens because they would be my friends.
Yeah, I
I-
mean, the only way I would eat the chickens is if the zombies did come. But I could live off eggs. I mean, you can't, but I could
I
easily.
hate eggs.
I would miss all the other stuff.
I'd be eating a lot of pecans too, since we have all those pecan trees. Nuts and vegetables.
Members only pizza cook off, John and Lisa, for the 4th of July. I mean, we get one meal a week that is like our cheat meal, which is pizza.
Thursdays, gosh,
And it's
you know how long
Thursdays.
we have to wait for that again?
I know.
Jeez, it's going to be the longest week ever.
And I still don't fully get off of the diet because I don't drink regular soda. I used to, on Thursdays, I would get a 2 liter of soda, drink the whole daggone thing, and a pizza, and eat quite a bit of it. But now I don't. I only
well,
make it
you-
through half the large pizza, but it is New York style, so it's real thin.
You've
And
been doing really good, though. You lost, like 10 pounds?
It's
You've
been
done
10.
really good.
it was 10 as of last week too, so I haven't made progress, but I haven't been doing my exercising because I've been focused on other things. But hey, I'll keep going.
I got
mean,
new shoes yesterday, guys.
She didn't let me get any.
You didn't ask.
We almost got
Well,
divorced.
Let me rephrase that. It wasn't, you didn't have to ask, but you didn't say you wanted them.
We almost got divorced. She had the nerve to say that all Brooks shoes are ugly. And the funny thing is, the lady at the store, at the shoe store, we weren't at like a Dick's. We were at an actual shoe store. She was wearing Brooks. I'm wearing Brooks.
I didn't know. I don't look at people's feet.
She said that. She was like, Brooks are so ugly. And that lady and I looked at each other
Because
and we
you
both
all-
looked down. And it was like, did she just say what I think she said?
Well, so the story is I needed new shoes because I never buy new shoes. Maybe once a year I'll get a pair, and I always get the exact same pair. I show them my shoes. I say, I just want these new. 7.5. And they go get it. They bring it to me. I leave. I don't even try them on. I just know because it's the brand I like. But now I've started running, sorta, and they don't do good. They don't do good for me when I run. So I was like, I need new shoes so that I can, like actual running shoes, so I can enjoy running. So we went and we saw a few. I don't know what these shoes are called, something about clouds or something.
On clouds.
Oh, they're called clouds?
On clouds.
Yeah, okay, whatever. And then there was the K ones.
No, it was on clouds, Hoka's, and
Hoka. I knew there was a
Brooks.
K in it. So I thought a pair of the Hokas looked cute, but I couldn't wear them because they didn't support my ankle. I have hardware in my leg and in my ankle. So I ended up going with the cloud ones. And I went running last night, and I ran a lot. And I felt that. I felt that this morning.
She came downstairs and she was like, she was in pain. Bless
I
her.
can't even believe it.
People are asking what Brooks are. They're running shoes.
And they're ugly. They're all ugly.
They're no, well, if you want to be technical, all of them are. All the brands, they're wild. Shoes these days are pretty.
They look
pretty wild
very
looking, but
plainish to me. Like I was like,
I think Brooks might be for more like old people. That's why I wear them. You're not there yet, but barefoot shoes all the way. I'm not that person. Will Nace is that person. That dude is 6'9", and he walks around everywhere barefooted, and his feet are giant. And I can't do that. Like, I have these really soft baby feet. I'm like, I walk like like our beagle in the rain. I mean, it's just like, I can't do it.
I have to be careful though. Like some people are saying Asics and stuff. I have to be very careful with the shoes I get because I have screws in my actual ankle, and if it touches or rubs, it's uncomfortable to me. I have on both sides of my foot. I have screws in both of the like ankle part, and then the plate that goes up, and
it's Brooks Glycerin for me. This pair here, I can't lift my feet up, but I've had this pair on that I'm wearing right now. I've had them for like 5 years. I haven't been wearing them every day for 5 years. I had a pair of Hokas in there. I had a couple of pairs of Merrells, and I've had a lot of different shoes. But my favorite running shoes are definitely the Brooks Glycerin. Next to that would be the Hoka Arahi is what I had. If you see any of the older videos, not older videos, but from a year or so ago where I've got the kind of bright green shoes on, that's the Hokas. I loved those, but I wore them out. I mean, they fell apart on me.
Leslie Perry said, I have incredibly high arches. Skechers work great for me. They didn't work so good for me.
Oh boy.
Those are what I was wearing when I broke my ankle. So.
And she also, we have 3 minutes, but she asked how Roxy's doing.
Oh, Roxy. We get her test results back tomorrow. She's been getting, she's been having to go back every 3 weeks for her Cushing's because it got a little bad again, and her cortisol levels were very elevated. They got them down, gosh, her medication has gone up drastically over the last.
It's improved her so much, though.
But she's just been, it's been a rough couple weeks, especially when she was waking me up at 3 and 4 in the morning to take her out, and she's never done that before. But yeah, I get her test results back for like her 5th test of this set, like this group of tests, and hopefully it's gotten to be where it needs to be so they don't up her medication anymore because it's just gotten crazy. So
everybody's talking about Birkenstocks. Isn't that what Tony Soprano wore? If I could look that good in shoes like Tony Soprano did, I would probably wear those too. But isn't that, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I've never heard of them.
I want to tell a funny story though, and then we're going to send you all over to Jason and Joanna because it is 8:59, but I haven't gotten the text from Jason yet. Our daughter, who is 22, and her boyfriend, who's the same age, right?
He's 2 years older.
He's 24. Okay. They were over, and she had Hoka shoes on.
She ran in a half marathon
Yeah,
wearing them.
I was thinking about getting some new shoes, and my wife got new ones before me. But and so Kenzie's boyfriend was wearing some really nice new shoes. The only people that are going to get amused by this are people my age. or maybe a little younger. But I looked at his shoes and I was like, those are really nice. Are those Asics? What are those? And he goes, he's so polite. He's like practically Eddie Haskell. I mean, he's like the most polite guy in the world. And he was like, oh, no, these are a brand that you may not have ever heard of. They're called Diodoras. I was like, dude, I knew about Diodoras before you were even born. What are you talking about? Y'all remember Diodoras? I didn't even remember they still were. I didn't even know they were still a thing. Like, I thought they went out 100 years ago. Like that. I just laughed so hard because he was teaching me. Oh, they're called Diodoras. It's like, what? Okay, but after that, look at this.
Oh, cute.
I just got the text from Jason. They are live. Look at this, y'all. Somebody sent me 2 of these. They're doggy placemats with fish on them. They're from Bulk Reef Supply. I don't know who sent them, though. It is so daggone cute.
They really are. It's adorable.
I absolutely love them. And so whoever sent these to our P.O. box, thank you. That's so cool. I already have one in the in my office for the Chihuahuas, and I'm probably going to use the other one for Reacher because Roxy's thing has to be up because of her condition, and it's too big to fit on this. So I'll use the other one for Reacher.
And I need to say thank you to Robert Wayman because he's the one that sent the box of the package with the kitty food last week that I didn't know who had sent. So thank you, Robert Wayman. Appreciate that, and so did the kitties.
Absolutely. Also, folks, I'm sorry, selfish plug here. I will be putting up that Money Pit video. This weekend will be an update. I think I might put it up on Saturday just for the fun of it. The long-term update of the Fluval Aquaclear on this channel, the new Aquaclear. But tomorrow is going to be the cabinet doors for the kitchen on the Money Pit channel. I'm really proud of the video. I think it turned out really good. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. But other than that, I will let you say goodbye to these fine folks.
Thank you, mods. We really appreciate you being here and helping us out. And thank you, everybody who has been in the chat and has given us a lot to talk about because I think it was a really fun stream.
It was.
And I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has super chatted and sent members, donated members.
What? I wasn't listening. What?
Oh, okay. Channel memberships. That's what I was trying to get. I'm having a brain toot right now. Sorry about that. But thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. And I hope you have a fun and safe weekend. It is Memorial Day weekend. Please be safe. And we'll see you next Thursday.
I got to find the button to say finish. Oh, there it is.